Welcome, students. Today I am going to start the next chapter, chapter number 16, whose name is Water, a Precious Resource. In this chapter, we will learn about different forms of water, its uses and distribution in India, and how to use it efficiently. Firstly, we know what is water. Water is a natural resource that is vital to the presence of life on the earth. Water exists in abundance on our planet Earth. However, only a very small fraction of it is fit for human consumption. Let us first understand the distribution of water on the earth. 71% of the earth is covered with water. However, all of that cannot be consumed by the living organism. The figure given above represents that 97% of the earth water is saline, that is present in the oceans, and 3% of the earth's water is fresh, that is present in ice caps, glaciers, and underground. This fresh water can be obtained from underground, rivers, and lakes. Even then, just 1% of our fresh water is easily accessible, with much of it trapped in glacier and snowfield. There are different forms of water. Water exists in three states: solid state, liquid state, and gaseous state. In solid state, water exists in the solid form as ice and snow on the earth. In liquid state, water exists in the liquid state in rivers, lakes, oceans, and underground the water. In gaseous state, water exists as water vapor in the atmosphere. Water exists in all three states because it can be changed its state in a range of temperatures. That is, between 0 degrees Celsius it becomes ice, and at 100 degrees Celsius it becomes vapor by heating or cooling. This change also takes place on its own in our environment, forming a cycle which we know as the water cycle. Then let us discuss about the water cycle. The water cycle is a natural process that continuously happens on earth. The water cycle maintains the amount of water on the earth. It can be divided into four phases. First is evaporation, second is condensation, third is precipitation, and fourth phase is collection of water. When we talk about the first phase of water cycle, that is evaporation. It is a process when the water from the earth's surface gets converted into water vapor due to the heat of the sun. The water vapors then gets into the air. Second process is condensation. The water vapors rises up in the atmosphere and gets accumulated above, condenses and form water droplets. These droplets collect together and form clouds. Third phase is precipitation. When the volume of droplets increases in the atmosphere, it falls on the earth as rainfall, also called as precipitation. Sometimes it also occurs as snowfall in some areas. What is transpiration? Transpiration is a process by which plants lose their water through their leaves. The last phase of the water cycle is collection of water. As the water falls back on the earth, it travels along the surface and gets accumulated at different places like lakes, rivers, sea, oceans, and under the ground. That is how the amount of water is regulated on the earth. Then come on the uses of water. The uses of water can be broadly divided into agricultural, domestic, and industrial uses. The major portion of water in India is used in agriculture, as India is mainly an agricultural country. Agricultural use of water. Nearly 60% of the Indian population depends on agriculture for their living and uses nearly 90% of all water for irrigation. Irrigation systems are necessary because the monsoon are unpredictable, and in regions where cultivation completely depends on the rain, lack of rain can result in reduced yield of or even total crop failure. Domestic use of water. Water required for household use is called the domestic water. It is required for a variety of purposes such as drinking, preparing food, bathing, washing clothes and dishes, watering plants, etc. We generally get water in our homes in one of the following two ways. It is either delivered by the municipal water distribution system or we extract it from an underground source through a motor driven tube well. In cities, municipal water treatment plants supply homes with treated water that matches drinking water standards. In rural areas, however, over 80% of the domestic water comes from underground sources. In areas where water is scarce or where wells, ponds, and rivers dry up in summers, people have to travel long distance to fetch water for their daily needs. Industrial uses of water. Industry depends on water at all level of production. It is used as a raw material, as a coolant, as a solvent, as a transport agent and for generating electricity. Due to rapid industrial development, the demand for water in this area has increased in the past several years.